It's the IMO pod with 3 young kings. Sukali, DT and Easy on this. In my opinion, we're the pod of the year. We mix the banter with the edutainment. Sukali, you know, be the girl them sugar. Don't talk DT, designate driver. Tumichi Susa.
Yo, it's your boys. We're back again at the In My Opinion podcast.
Come on.
That was very much in unison.
Wasn't it?
Come on.
Very
Well,
cringe.
was doing that though.
Very cringe.
Crazy. You're just
Very
clocking
cringe.
on.
Anyway, it's your boy Melinda the Fourth, aka Sukali.
This guy's licking his lips again, bro.
Oh my day. Why are you not ruining my
It's
intro?
your boy, Melinda the Fourth. AK.
The lips need
No,
moisture when I'm
I
about
like
to
the
speak,
intro
bro.
though. Go do your thing, man. Get your LL
See you
on.
now, bro.
Get your LL on. Are you finished? That lick lips in thing just
By the way,
When will we
Bring
start
it
this
home.
episode?
BT, aka designated driver, designated transporter. Don't talk. You already know.
Easy, aka Uzoma. You already know.
Yeah.
Very dry beginnings, but we move. Today we've got another special guest in the building.
Come on.
Very happy to have her. It's none other than Olivia Gold.
Hello.
Golden
on.
Child. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
Is your name actually Olivia Gold?
No, my name is Olivia and Gold is my mum's name, so I merged the two.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's
Match
Olivia
made in
Gold.
heaven.
For
So you're a
real.
golden child.
For real. First girl, so you know.
That's a very good name though for like a celeb. That's
By the
Yeah,
way,
but the thing is,
Gold.
my sister's actual name is Maria Gold, so she really is
Maria
the one that has
Gold.
the title.
Oh,
Wow.
You hating on your sister?
No, but she's good. She doesn't mind sharing it with me, so we're good.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me,
Appreciate
guys.
I mean,
you.
right now, you know, women are not really feeling all male podcasts, you know, especially
Is
the
that the
black
vibe
ones.
you're getting?
That's the vibe we hear online.
listen, they're putting
I
it
saw
out
a
there.
tweet that said, and I've mentioned it before, so you lot don't shoot me, but the
man.
girl said, what?
The men they sent to come and save us are doing podcasts.
Yeah, God, the men you
Nah,
sent to
real
protect
talk.
us and guide us are here doing
Really?
podcasts.
They're all doing podcasts.
No, I feel like girls don't like it if men are making fun of women, are trashing women. I think that's where they're a bit like, not feeling it.
Okay.
But I feel like when it's positive vibes, just talking about everyday relationship, whatever, it's all good.
Are you allowed to critique women then? Because you mentioned as long as they're not bashing women, but sometimes, where's the line when you're to say, men don't like women like this, but then the women will come say, you're bashing us. But we're just giving you an insight.
I feel like it's a bit difficult and political because of patriarchy. Do you know what I mean? Because the world is positioned in your benefit. So, of course, when men are talking about women, it's just a bit more deep.
I
You know what I'm
understand.
saying? So I feel like women always talk from their experience because the world, as I said, always works in your favor. That's the way it's portrayed. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, women will internalize it more and just like, not going to like that.
you
But
are
I feel
preaching.
like if you speak from a personal experience, then
No
that's
one can
fine.
knock
Do you know
you,
what
yeah?
I mean? But when it starts to generalize, that's quite difficult because men, you guys listen to each other, you know, bros before hoes. So then it really clouds.
By the way,
No, but I'm just saying, like,
no,
general.
okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So obviously, girls, we've got to like defend our turf.
I
but you don't
understand.
do the same thing in your group chats and stuff.
Innit?
Them bashing
Yeah, that's
men.
a safe space.
That's a safe space.
It's a safe space.
Okay,
Wow.
well, now look, we've started this segment, which we're now going to name, in my opinion, thanks to Haven Talks.
Haven
Shout out
Talks,
Haven
come
Talks.
on.
We were doing it before, but we didn't have a name for it. Now we have a name
Okay.
for
Yeah.
it. It's called In My Opinion. So either people will send us stuff, or I will find something online, because I don't
Okay.
know if you know about Reddit.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Reddit.
stuff
Oh,
on
this he
Reddit.
loves Reddit.
Do you know about Reddit?
Yeah, I know about
You don't
Reddit.
know about
Mr.
Reddit?
Reddit. No, I know about Reddit, but I'm not under.
On
I don't
Reddit.
sleep on there.
Isn't
Yeah.
Reddit amazing? Like the amount of stuff you find, are you just
Yeah,
like, I
there's
can't
everything on
believe
there.
there's literally everything on
Wow.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, I found this on Reddit.
Okay.
Another one on Reddit. So I want to get your opinion and then
Cool.
we'll chime in with the guys, yeah?
Okay, cool.
Now, fortunately or unfortunately, I've always requested to read this in a Ugandan accent.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to. That's the
let's
only way.
go.
So don't be don't be put off, all right?
Okay.
Now, man, this one is a little bit longer than the other one, but I promise you,
That's fine.
you're going to love it.
I don't mind.
So you found this on Reddit?
welcome it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So-
We welcome it.
Let's
all
go.
right. I have been dating my girlfriend for around 3 years, but we moved in together into an apartment a year ago.
Okay.
Now, I did think this apartment was above our tax bracket, but she insisted on it, saying it fits our aesthetic. She's a known influencer, that's in bracket,
She's a known influencer.
and said it would motivate us to get our own property.
Okay.
I make more than her.
By the way,
He makes more. So we split the rent 70-30.
Ooh, who pays 70? Who pays 30?
Obviously, he's the one that
Yeah.
pays
Okay,
70. Mhm. Because I love her and I want her to be happy. I just went along with it. Fake love. And to be fair, we have managed the rent and all our expenses to date with no problems.
Okay.
But in terms of our relationship,
There's problems.
There's not such. He said, wait, in terms of our relationships, no issues as such,
Okay.
other than ups and downs of a relationship.
Okay.
Okay.
For me, I think we don't have enough sex, but we won't get into that one. Oh, anyway, you guys, my issue is the other day I found a letter. It was opened. And I saw the header, Halifax Mortgages. I was intrigued. As to my knowledge, no one in our house has a mortgage.
Right. Okay.
Long story short,
Yeah.
it was her mortgage statement for our apartment. So basically,
What?
I found out my girl is my landlord.
Oh,
And I've been paying her mortgage.
70%.
I feel like I got finessed because I pay more than her and I want my money back. But should I also end the relationship?
Yeah.
She said she didn't know. She said she didn't know how to tell me, and she felt she was investing in our future.
Wow.
How do
She
you say,
violated.
I didn't know it was gonna go there.
I
I thought it was gonna go
expecting
down the
that.
sex.
Exactly,
part.
that's
I
what
was
you
like,
always
okay, here we
think.
go.
So, what say you?
Wait, hold on.
It's a big plot twist, isn't it?
That is a finesse.
That is a big finesse. 3 years,
She finessed him.
and you.
So they've been in there for 3 years.
No. They've been together for 3
Oh, yeah, been
years,
there- yeah,
Oh,
for
you've
3
been in there
years.
for a year.
They've
and
there
been in the apartment for about a year.
So how
And
did she
she
do that?
and it's a fact. So when I was reading this, my brain was. It's a fact. He said she insisted on this
this
apartment.
place. Yeah.
So
And he was thinking,
Yeah.
he got blindsided.
but because
Yeah,
of
but-
love.
No, but I have a lot of questions.
You're a woman. This is the girls' group chat now. So
Yeah, exactly. Imagine this
No,
is
but how did she get the mortgage in principle without him?
that's one I don't know.
No,
we
but
don't have that
clearly-
info.
How can you even do that?
No, but
Legally?
clearly, reading from what he's read out, she would have already owned that property
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you
okay,
understand?
okay,
Because
okay,
she made
yeah.
that move there.
Yeah.
So clearly she would have owned that
So
already.
they're together, right? And then 2 years in, they're like, let's move in together.
So
Did they
she
go
was
to
hiding an
estate
asset.
agent together? Did they sign?
We don't have this information.
But think about it, she could have been like, oh, I found us a place.
Yeah,
babe. Come on,
she
it's
did.
easy.
She
She would
was
have
the
had
one
to sort
spinning
everything
it.
out. And
Yeah.
you're saying, just give me
And
your
he's
part,
thinking, oh,
basically.
she's so responsible, so
Yeah.
hands-on. That's what he's thinking.
but then he said, this one is a bit too
This
expensive.
one, yeah, but then she's like, no, we must go
But
for
yeah,
this
she's
one.
the one setting the rent.
So how can she say, I don't know how to tell you?
After
How
God.
can she say, I don't know how to tell you?
So he earns more than her. How would she be able to get that property then by herself?
That one, I
Maybe
don't
that's
know.
her own.
Maybe
Yeah, that's not
maybe
money.
rich parents, maybe
Yeah, you
handed
don't
down.
even know.
But what is the betrayal?
Is it-
Can
yeah,
you
yeah,
come
yeah.
back from the betrayal?
That is-
Can you come back from that? Yeah.
Or can you justify it? If this is now your friend.
So his name isn't on the property.
No.
The only way they could come back from it if his name was already in the property. So it was just like, I did it for us, because then he can't say nothing, because that's his investment
Ah.
too. But then if it's just her
No,
name,
it's not. It's just her name.
the,
What relationship done? What would you do if your partner did that?
I saw
I'm not
his
saying-
initial
I'm not-
reaction. I saw his initial reaction.
He's texting his lawyer right now. Redirect the statement.
His
He's
mouth
texting
was
the lawyer
dropped
right
when he
now.
was like,
Redirect the statements.
But what would you do if, hypothetically, please, not domestic, but if your partner did that, is that the end of a relationship, or can you justify it by saying, look, if we're going to be together forever, you're investing in our property?
So do you think you'll be more like, say they were doing like she was paying more or he was paying
Yeah, but
Less.
he
the same
was
amount?
paying more.
Either way, it's
Either
still,
way.
it's still
Yeah,
Either way, I got
she
problem with
finessed him
She
because she
finessed him.
owns the property and he's paying more. So she's literally getting her mortgage paid off.
for.
Yeah.
By
So,
someone
he's
she could.
paying the whole mortgage and
By the way,
But
that's
paying
it's
70%.
true.
Yeah.
No, but
how
70%.
might not
rent-
even exist.
An
normally-
apartment, what's that?
Exactly.
Like 1,000, between 1,000,
Nah,
1,500.
for real. That part didn't. That
So
went
her
over my
part
head.
might not even
so
exist.
really and truly, her part might not even exist because the
Yeah.
mortgage
Yeah.
anyway.
Exactly.
So that 70% probably covers the whole mortgage,
mortgage
and then
and
That's
some.
unfair, bro.
So we end the relationship, are we saying?
Of course, the woman wouldn't want to. The guy that
Yeah.
would be running mad.
Yeah, no, that relationship. Yeah, what would you do?
Okay, based on me knowing him,
Yeah.
yeah, he ain't gonna run for that.
That's not nice.
Yeah, that is not
Yeah.
gonna run for that. That's mad.
Okay,
That's
what if your
mad.
friend called you and was like, all right, I've been found out. You didn't know per se.
What would be your advice to her?
Yeah, what would be your advice?
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, why would you do that? Because that's just deceitful. Because you know what I mean. Things like that is trust. Look, we all know one of the main reasons marriages, relationships break up is because of finances. This is stage 1, and it's already dismantled.
By the way,
There's lies and deceit.
Is that like
So where
also
can
a
you-
friendship breaker for you as well? Would you start looking at your friend a bit
By
of a
the
side
way,
eye, like, yo,
it's a bit
hey,
vindictive,
if you're
innit?
capable of doing something like this?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh.
Because do you know? So okay, I feel like because obviously she's invested in him. They are still together, so she's doing it. It would seem to cover her back, but I don't know in what way.
Yeah.
'Cause obviously, but she still wants the man.
Nah.
Yeah,
now
she still
I'm
wants-
doubting that. Like, do you want me for the rent? The 70%. Maybe that's what you want, really, because I would never trust you again.
But they've
Like,
been
you might just
together
want me
for
for
3 years.
Yeah, of you paying the mortgage. Of course, I'm gonna put up with whatever crap. I might have wanted to even break up with you time ago, but hey, seriously, he's paying 70%. You better
It's true.
stay put.
Yeah.
It's true.
As a man, I'm questioning
And
everything.
she's an influencer. I don't know which one.
Yeah, actually, wait, that's important. That's
Yeah.
important.
She influenced him.
For real. Yeah.
It's a sad situation,
Yeah,
isn't
she
it?
finessed.
Dating
That
in this,
relationship
it's
is
scary,
going to
isn't
be
it?
done. Unless he's like whipped and still can look past it.
Whoa,
Other
there are
than
men
that-
out there.
For
There are
me,
men out
the
there.
fact that
Nah.
he's gone on Reddit shows me he still wants
Yeah.
to be with her.
Because it's conflicted.
Because wait,
Yeah.
really and truly, there's no loss for him right now though, when you think about it.
There is.
No, but if they were both renting, they would have been putting in money
True.
anyway. So there is no
True.
loss of cost technically
True.
right
Yeah,
now.
there isn't,
he
but-
lives there.
It's the lies.
I know what you mean,
Exactly.
but
Yeah.
but
It's
then
the
which
lies
is
and deceit.
yeah.
It's
So-
the lies, yeah.
So nothing has happened where his pocket is out of pocket basically.
I think for
He's
me,
paying
yeah.
his way, but it's just behind
The
lies and
relationship.
deceit.
I think
Yeah.
the relationship is just
So-
what's on
For me, if I was him, I would want to know why did she do that? Why did she think she can get her whole mortgage by herself and then finesse him to position the place as a rental and then
She needs to
convince
fly
them
out, innit?
that later on they will get a mortgage? So how will that happen?
She needs to catch flight, no feelings. That's what it is.
She's
Someone has
a
to
good
pay for these
point.
flights.
Before I say my point, what were you going to say?
Now, the only way that thing, she needs to lay everything out on the table.
All
Yeah,
the
but even
finances.
if she does.
I want to see how much this mortgage really is.
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
true for real.
All
Yeah.
that has to come out first before we even have
Nah,
any
I'm
further
done.
discussion. Yeah?
I'm done.
Would you be done?
You're
No,
done.
but I still,
Straight away?
What of love?
you're always done, Henry. Anything anyway.
No, already me, I don't really trust people like that. So it's like if I've
Okay.
invested all of that and then, because for me, like if you could do something of that magnitude,
Yeah,
like
for
bruv, you could kill me, fam. Without,
It's in the same bracket of
do you know-
manipulation.
Yeah,
By
you
the
could
way,
literally kill
it
me
is,
for
it is.
for like my life insurance. You're capable
real,
of doing
that's true.
because that's
It
on
is.
that. That's
true.
big.
That
That's
is
true.
big.
That's literally
true.
big.
Because
that's how I'm looking at
As
it.
someone
true.
that obviously, like, we've got properties, right? Do you know how much you have to switch off
That-
and
yeah.
forget that? Because you just be there, the boiler will break, and in your head, you're supposed to say, oh, let me call the landlord. But then you're the landlord. You'll be like, oh, I've got to buy a new boiler now. Your husband will
And
be like,
also, I feel like another
Why we
layer.
got-
Men and their pride. How's he gonna feel knowing that he's paying his woman's mortgage that he has nothing to do with? Even though her initial speech was that this was supposed to get them ready to get a property together, she's already taken a step ahead without him.
do you know what I mean?
But
So
the
where does
maddest
that
thing
leave
also
them?
is like, because if he really loves you, like, I don't think in even him paying her mortgage, even if his name is not on it, there are men that will do that. That
Right.
financially
Yeah,
they can
that's true.
afford it. But
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? Because the fact that you own a house, I'm proud of
I'm
you.
proud
like,
of
Right,
you.
exactly.
I'm gonna, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I think it's just the
the
lies, man.
lies.
It's the
It's
lies.
the
You can't come back from that,
Lies
man.
and deceit.
So-
Yeah, you
That's
can't.
venom.
Do we believe after God fear women or?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Hold on, wait.
Indeed.
Yeah. After God,
And they try to demonize us though, because that's the whole preach.
Only
Oh,
in this
men are-
situation, I'm sorry. Because
Yeah, this
is-
situation
it's
does not
wild.
shine a good light on
Yeah.
females. On this particular one.
Not
Yeah.
just this particular one. There's other scenarios like that. Like you raise a child for 18 years and then find out it's not yours. That this happens. Women do stuff like that. But does it happen?
You've been watching too much divorce
hold
court.
on, hold
Yeah.
on.
These are
hold
huge
on.
things.
Wait, let her come back.
hold on.
Hold up. Let
I'm not
her
just
come
gonna
back.
drop that one now.
Just saying.
Because men, you guys do your own.
We
Not
do,
on that
but-
level.
Stuff.
By the way, huh?
Tell me what men do that's on that level.
You come home with an 18-year-old. That's how it is.
By the way, my judger did that.
You know
My
what?
judger, one time, So judger means grandparent in my
Okay.
language, so it can never be
Which
the.
is it the man, the
So my
granddad or
judger,
grandma?
so Judge Musaja, the man.
The man
Yeah.
Musaja. Jaja Musaja.
He just will tell my judge. She told me that he just came home one day. I said, "That is your friend."
That is what.
That is your friend. So the side piece, that is your friend, and that is your child. So you gotta make them a room.
What?
Yeah, you gotta make them a room and something to eat, and that's how they did it back in the day. Like there was no explaining.
In Uganda.
Yeah, in Uganda, and I'm sure in other parts
Yeah,
of
but
Africa.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like when
Men have been
That's
trash.
nuts.
We have also
Yeah.
been trash.
That's not what you mean though, but you know what it is? The difference is this, right? There's always gonna be a difference. If you know me, I love nuances. Like, bro, listen, the difference is I'm working my ass off to pay for this child, put him through school,
Right.
all of that stuff. I've raised a child. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's different to you brought a child into the house. After a while, does
What
that
of
make
my
sense?
emotions?
That
but
that part is where I can say we're
but you're
even.
saying-
But my money and all my investment, where's that part?
What is money? Will you take it when you die?
Look at this guy.
What of feelings?
What feelings?
You've broken your woman's heart.
No, think about it. I've spent 18 years with this child,
Yeah, but
thinking
that's
it's
your
mine in the same house.
Oh, you're talking about if the
Oh.
child
Yeah,
is
the
not
other
yours.
way,
That's
that's
what
what I'm
he's
saying.
doing. He's
If you-
comparing it.
Yeah,
Saying
but
Yeah,
that.
that's lies
comparing
and
it.
deceit. Lies and deceit is a root. It's not. It's
It's
the
nuts.
root.
Anyway,
A
I
lot of
enjoyed that
madness.
segment. It wasn't our
That story
topic,
is-
but
I
I
want to
feel
know
like
who the
It was
influencer is
good.
really, because my man went to Reddit.
Do you know what? I didn't know there was
clearly.
bare comment. I'll try to find out,
Really?
because you know on Reddit they're always trying to expose,
the answers.
get the tea. I'll try to find out, but I doubt we'll get to the bottom of it.
Reddit is like top tier gossip.
But honestly, you
No
lot
way.
Reddit.
Yeah, it really
All right,
is.
That's
okay.
where I find a lot of the content for the pod. But anyway, thank
was
you
a
for
good
that.
one.
Giving
that was
away the
good.
sauce.
Yeah, it's out there, man. Anyway, we'll cut that out, producer. Yeah, when we go live.
You thought about that?
I thought about it. I was like, we don't want people catting the thing. But anyway, it's about you today.
Yeah.
Apologies. So Olivia
Nice.
Gold, you are in marketing. Tell us about that. Where did your journey begin as a marketer?
Oh,
Black
gosh.
woman in marketing.
Yeah. So I went to uni, studied marketing and
Okay.
media communications. I always knew I wanted to get into marketing because it was a bit of a random story. In GCSE, I did business studies, and the whole module, I hated it, except the module which was about the 4 Ps, which is like product, price, promotion, you know them ones, right? And then one of our trip was go to the Coca-Cola factory.
Okay.
And
I did that as well.
Yeah, did you do
The one
it?
in Enfield, is it?
I don't even know where it
Yeah.
was, but I remember being like year 10, year
Yeah,
11, whichever one it
we
was.
did that as well.
And like just trying to figure out what am I gonna do, and then went to the Coca-Cola factory, and I was just amazed of like how they actually made the bottle of Coke. Obviously, I didn't want to get into marketing Coca-Cola, but I just like, okay, this is what price, promotion, place, product is all about. And then also I knew I love fashion. So I
Okay.
literally went back and Googled, can you do fashion marketing? And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, that's what I want to do. And from then on, that's what I knew I wanted to do.
Okay.
So then went to uni, did marketing and media communications, and I was like, I need to get a job. Once I finished uni, I need to get a job. So while I was in uni, every summer I would intern. So back in the day, that was like what, 2011, 2012. I couldn't find a marketing internship, so I only found PR. So, and PR was like a nice segue into marketing because it's underneath the whole like marketing, advertising, PR umbrella.
What is the difference, sorry, between PR and marketing? Why?
So marketing is all about like coming up with concepts and storytelling and narratives to obviously advertise the product or service that you have. Whereas PR is actually sharing that message with the key media people to make sure that it's placed in the right publication, right sites, and the right key tastemakers. So they go together. So it's a nice segue because it's all comms, but it's just kind of different stages of like the process.
The
to market
journey.
something.
I get it.
Wow.
So that's why I was like, okay, let me do PR because it was easy. There were so many PR internships. But back then, it's not how it is now where it was like, did I get Instagram? I only got Instagram when I finished uni. So I didn't have Instagram then. So it wasn't like how it is where you can see what everyone's doing, find your way. Like I was Googling. So I was like, literally, I Googled PR agencies in the UK and literally picked up the phone and called everyone.
Oh, you picked up the phone,
Yeah, I had to call.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'd find out who the name I'm speaking to, get their email, then email my CV. So I did that for a time. And then my first internship was at a PR agency. They're not even around no more. They were above
such a
Topshop
shame.
in Oxford Street. And they were a beauty brand. So I did that for like 6 months, like 2 days a week while I was in uni. And they just like taught me the basics, like how to write a press release. So I just literally copied whatever they said. And they worked with small, different like beauty brands at the time. I don't even know the names of the brands. But it was a really good experience. So that opened up my eyes. Then when I was in second year uni, I had a PR module. So I was like, perfect. And part of that was to do 6 weeks internship. So at the time, I worked part-time in New Look in Oxford Street. So I just like was chasing everyone, head office, HQ, can I get an internship? Can I get an internship? And they finally did. So I did a 6-week placement in New Look head office. So that was in Oxford Street, in their Oxford Street store and in their HQ, which is like around the corner. And there was like a bunch, like 8 of us, girls, same age, similar. And yeah, we were just literally packing shoes.
Wait, that's a plot twist.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you were a PR.
Yeah.
Obviously, but we're interns. Do you know what I mean?
So they just
like,
use get
for
the
all the extra
coffee.
work.
Yeah, basically.
Like how Diddy used to use them in making the band.
Yeah, man, go get me cheese.
Send them for
Go get me cheesecake.
and stuff like that.
So yeah, literally, but it was different. There was bare of us. It was actually quite fun because there was like a couple girls. So we were in this other room. So if you think New Look is high street, innit? So it's just constant. So they would send all their products, clothes, shoes, men's, women, kids to magazines to get it in Style,
that's
The
what you were
Sun,
packing.
Sunday. So we would pack it, label it, get it ready to send
Did you
out.
get free shoes?
No, actually.
Actually,
But
like,
to
now
be
that I
honest,
think
I
about
worked
it,
at New Look
no.
part-time. Wait, but I worked at New Look part-time, so I got discount.
Oh,
so it wasn't,
okay.
it wasn't no different. And I personally never shopped there, so there was never like
Oh,
an
that was it's
interest.
below your tax bracket. I understand. It's okay.
So, yeah, but literally my whole internship was packing shoes when it would come back, make sure it's good standard and things
Come
like
back?
that. Yeah, because obviously when you send it to like a magazine, they shoot it.
And
Once
then they
shoot
return it.
they return it. So it's a sample.
Yeah, no,
so
no.
A big part of PR is samples, especially when you're working with, like products. So like whether it's tech, fashion, whatever it is, the publications can't keep it unless they gift you. But then if you are featuring it, obviously they give you time to, like if it's a phone, for example, I don't know, you would have a certain amount of time to get used to the phone, understand what its like benefits are. So with fashion, if it's a certain trend, a journalist will send, like I'm doing a story on like, like Saturn or something. And then whatever New Look would have, then we would pull it.
Okay.
So we would like package it and get it sent out. So of course, the quicker it gets there, it could have a better chance to get featured. And then once
send
they
it back.
finish with it, they send it back.
I never knew that.
So basically, we were like parcel PR girls.
You were like the Hermes.
Remember, that's what we was doing. Amazon Fashion House. It was the same thing. They send them in.
Yeah.
We unpack it. the models are modeling it to the
Yeah.
shoot. Then we repack it and then they send it back. Yeah,
yeah.
literally the same thing.
Literally. And then at the time as well, that's when the Only Way is Essex started. 2011, 2012. So I was working there part-time. Then I was doing internships in that summer period. So in the Oxford Street store at the back, there was a PR room. So at the time, that's where Arj and all those guys would come in because they were sponsored by New Look originally. That was their first fashion.
I used to watch
Get
that
some
show.
insights.
Did you watch it?
Only way is
Yeah, I used to watch that show.
Yeah, I did in the beginning, not really now.
Yeah.
So then they would come in and then pick whatever they want off the shop floor.
Yeah,
They'd
yeah.
take it to the back room. We would pack it and then they'll go.
Did they also have to give it back, the stars?
No, they get to keep it because they
Okay.
were the sponsors. They would get free clothes. And I think at the beginning, they wasn't even getting paid much to do the Only Way is Essex.
Okay.
So obviously, New Look was the sponsor, means they just get all the
Yeah,
clothes
free
to wear in
clothes.
their scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, I don't want to do PR. I don't want to do this. Because really, all I saw was just packing,
shoes.
stuff like that, writing press releases. Like, people don't understand. It's flashy when you do the events. So the press events. So obviously, as an intern, we just used to stand there, welcome people, stuff like that. So journalists would come in. So it was nice because you get to see like how it all comes out when you see stuff in the magazine, why it, why it's there.
Yeah.
But like, I just remember sitting in the New Look back office and stylists would come in with huge suitcases to like pull stuff in. I was like, oh, is this? I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's
Because
wrong.
obviously, at the time, I was like, I like fashion. Maybe I should do styling. But it's such a manual job, and
Really,
people
yeah.
don't show that. Like literally, I don't know how it is now, but back in the day, stylists would walk up and down Oxford Street from Marble Arch to Tottenham Court Road, going to all the key shops like New Look, Topshop, H&M, and pull for their shoots, different shows. But like literally, it's just manual.
I did that yesterday, you know.
That's for yourself.
Literally for myself. I walked up and down Oxford Street because Zara's got a sell, right?
Yeah.
And you know, each Zara has different stuff.
Yeah.
So I literally walked out. There's like 5 Zaras on Oxford Street.
went to
And
all of them?
I went to all of them.
Oh, you're dedicated.
I went to all of them. And I went
Yes.
to Selfridges twice because
Oh,
they've
wow,
also got a
that's
sell.
good.
So
Okay.
maybe I'm made for PR. I don't
Did you
know.
catch?
No, that was
Yeah.
styling.
Of course.
Yeah.
Can't I
Okay.
overcaught. I didn't catch. I overcaught. But you mentioned press releases, right?
Yeah.
And we meant, wait, did I mention it on the podcast? I can't remember. But when I said, when Telly and them lot were here,
Yeah.
I was like, I
Yeah.
hope I never get famous enough where I have to start giving press releases when I break up with my partner.
Yeah.
Is that part of PR as well?
But
Because I don't get
today-
why they do it. They just write that press release. We have broken up. We're still friends. We still like each
Yeah,
other.
it is a
Da, da, da.
press
We want you
release
to
when
know
think
that,
about
yeah.
it. Back in the day, it was like, I was taught how to write a press release, what needs to be in the beginning, middle, and end, sign off. But now it's an Instagram statement. It's not what it is before.
But why is that needed?
But why is it needed? Yeah.
Have a public image, so you control your narrative.
Does it work?
Well,
Yeah, do people believe it?
I feel like back in the day it would,
Work,
because obviously
yeah.
there wasn't social media, so it's whatever you believe in the press. Now, hell to the no.
Yeah.
Because the
No,
first thing I
because there's
say,
too much access. You can't
Yeah.
control now. It's
but if
you
you're
can't
such good
control it.
friends and you love each other, why
Why are you breaking up? Yeah, I know.
I don't
For real.
understand.
Yeah, but so I guess so the public doesn't pick and choose who was
Whose
wrong,
side.
who was
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You guys control it, and then people can
Okay.
just assume. But you've both agreed what your narrative is, and that's basically covering your public.
I love the
image.
theory behind it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It might not always work, but at least you put it out there first before someone says it about you.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's-
you left
that's
New
that.
Look.
Yeah.
Then I did that. Then I did Hello Magazine, did a marketing internship. Like
Okay, I know
1
about
week.
Hello Magazine, yeah.
Yeah, and literally I was just like helping like write ads, literally organising the cupboard of magazines, like so basic. I did tea in the morning. I did coffee, and I don't drink coffee, so I had to make coffee. It was long.
Such a shame.
Yeah, humble beginnings.
So you've definitely, you've grafted.
I've grafted, yeah.
Grassroots. Okay.
Literally. Then I finished uni. Then it was like the grind to get a job. Literally, oh my gosh, sending
How long did it
CVs,
take you to get a job after uni?
Like a year.
A year.
Yeah,
So
a
what was you
year.
doing in that time space?
Working.
Getting teas and
Wow.
stuff.
No, I was
Yeah.
working in retail.
Oh, okay,
so
right,
I
right,
worked
right. So-
retail.
yeah, I remember
so
you said you was working in
yeah, I worked in New Look,
New
worked
Look,
at
yeah.
M&S.
Yeah, I
where
did
else-
M&S as
Do you
well.
know, that was
Oh.
good though. Good
M&S
pay.
refused
M&S
me
was
3
alright.
times.
Yeah, they were paying good
They
well.
refused you.
Really?
Even Primark 3 times.
Whoa, I went
What?
to the one in Blue Wall.
I went to 3 interviews and I've
Westfield,
got
when
declined.
Oh, you did
opened.
Westfield?
Yeah,
At
that's
very
when I said-
early. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucky
that was-
people.
No.
I had to work at Asda
Oh, sorry,
Where
man.
did you work? Oh, when you was
at uni.
yeah.
They got rid of me though. They took me on as a Christmas temp. And then they kept us about around March, April.
That's
you know.
good though. That's
Yeah, it
not
wasn't
bad.
too
That's
bad.
good,
They just
that's
stretched
good.
a little bit until they said, all of you have to go.
You must have done well
Thank you
on
very
the thing,
much.
on
Yeah.
the online test.
I don't know.
Yeah, that online test.
That
I remember
online
that
test
one. Yeah,
was
yeah.
can't
Why
remember.
you not give all these online tests to go stack shelf?
I know. They try to filter people out.
Exactly,
innit?
move
It's
this
true.
to here.
They try to filter
Yeah,
people
M&S
out.
is different. I still remember it. I
They
still
try to filter
remember
people
it.
out.
It's
They try
actually-
to
when you think
filter
about it,
people
it's-
out.
it's-
It's very
but
mad.
like anyone
Very
can just
mad.
hang clothes and just move boxes. Like, what's
I used to
all
love
this?
getting food though after, you know, like
Yeah.
for shopping because they
The
put it out there,
discount,
yeah,
yeah.
and you're getting it for
I'm
nothing.
not gonna lie, when I worked at
Getting
Sainsbury's,
for
I worked
nothing.
on the rotisserie
Reduce
counter.
section.
Yeah.
You would love a
You
reduced.
was where?
The rotisserie
You
counter.
definitely love reduced.
Oh, the one with the yellow thing.
Yeah.
The yellow. That was
you
you.
love it, innit?
Every day.
You was
Going
putting
home,
stuff that's
I'm
not
going with 2
expiring.
whole chickens.
You was doing
20 chicken
I'm
nuggets.
not gonna lie.
I was just slapping on things
Yeah,
that weren't
yeah.
close to expiring. You was slapping on that.
Sainsbury, forgive me, man. I used to just go and break chicken boxes for no
Chicken boxes.
reduced. I just damage it.
To help people, innit?
Yeah.
That's what I justified.
And
I was
help
helping
himself.
people.
Helping the
Yourself.
community.
Helping the community.
And them reduced people, man, they would just hide all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And then they would buy it. Go, you got those I reduced this bad.
Nah, we actually all live the same
Retail
life.
brand,
No,
yeah.
Listen, we all
Retail
did.
was fun,
We all
though.
didn't know. But listen, it was
fun. Back in the day, it was fun.
I hated working in retail when I was in retail.
Did you?
Yeah. I feel,
why?
do you know, I think it's my godmother. Because,
Yeah.
when I was young, I was like, before I even thought about this career, I was like, I want to be an air hostess. Because when I was young, I loved being on planes. So I remember my godmother was like, so what do you want to be? I was like, an air hostess. And then she was like, so you want to serve people for the rest of your life?
Wow.
And then, that's what she said
Come
to
like
me.
Dame Dash.
No
Wow.
offense to air hostess.
Literally. Wow, that's hurt me now.
No, but that's what she said. And I was like,
You don't want to own it? You want to own the shit?
You don't want to end that. You just want to be serving people.
So then it made me feel like when I was at retail, that's all I was doing. I was like, oh, this is long. I just hated long shifts, being on my feet. I hated
You
it.
could just hear your aunt in the
Yeah, you
ear.
can just play it over and over
Oh my
again.
God.
Play it over and over again.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
my
yeah, did the
days.
retail grind, interviewing at the same time. And obviously, if you got to think, I'm a black girl wanting to get into fashion. Like,
crazy.
it's not what it
Back
is
then,
today.
as well, yeah,
Not
I
at
can
all. Do
imagine.
you know what I mean? I've had some crazy interview experiences that I'll never forget in my life.
Can you tell us
I
one
mean,
of the
this is
one
the
of the
girls'
wildest
group
one?
chat,
I mean, yeah.
so
Yeah,
you can
do you
share
mind
if you
sharing
want.
one of the
there's
wild one?
one. It's just at the forefront. It's a known brand. No one, like, I don't think anyone in this room would shop it. It was more girls back in the day, but it's well known anyway. Luxury. Went there for an interview, and it was for, I think, a marketing assistant. So
Never the
obviously-
marketer as an assistant.
Right. So then obviously I had all those internships on my CV.
Yeah,
As you
yeah.
can see, all I've said. I went there was 2 people that that I met was a boy and a girl. And obviously went through the interview, like talking all those experiences, the New Look, the PR agency and Hello Magazine, spoke about what I did, obviously my degree, modules, all of that. And then they didn't believe me.
What?
They didn't believe me.
What do you mean?
They were like, so you did this? And I was like, yeah. So you've had all this experience within this time? And I was like, yeah. They proper didn't believe me.
Wow.
And then a third lady came in the room. I'll never forget. It was just like a dark cloud came in. Blonde, tall. She sat there. So there's 3 of them and me. And she literally was questioning me, but just trying to catch me out.
Trying to catch you out. What?
And then when I walked out, so random, I bumped into Rob Kardashian. It was such a random day.
What?
Because he
Kardashian?
was dating Rita Ora at the time.
Oh,
so he was living there.
Yeah, he did date her,
So I
yeah.
remember that day and I was just like, what? And I just...
Doesn't he do socks? You could have asked to be his marketer.
Well, that was before
You are
then.
crazy.
But it was just
socks?
so...
It's a sock
It
company.
was just so random. But like, yeah, I just walked out. I was like, well, what just...
I thought
what
the
just
whole
happened?
point of having a CV is you have references. If they didn't
Exactly.
believe
They
you,
could
But
just
why?
ask them, they could just follow.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she asked me, so I worked at this place. She was like, so if I call them, they'll confirm. And I was
Yeah,
like, well,
yeah,
Put them on
yeah.
So she
loudspeaker.
didn't, so she didn't believe me. And then obviously time goes by, you don't hear back. And I called them and they were like, oh, we think you'll be better suited in PR. And that's what their feedback was. I was like,
Right.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
What, were they
Nice.
offering you a PR position or
No,
they're just telling you
Exactly.
that's what their feedback was.
Black
Tell me
people
the
is
truth,
such
my
a-
career.
Patient enough,
Exactly,
man.
I've come for-
I've come for one
I
thing.
would have just cussed them out and left, man.
This guy, oh man.
I know.
No, you.
Probably would have pulled up on them. Probably would have pulled up.
It would have been like, say what
It's
again?
very disrespectful, man.
Say that to my
Yeah.
face. Say that to my
Say that
face.
to my face.
PR, did I ask you for PR?
Literally, you know the ones. Like, and my
the way.
degree is in marketing.
Yeah.
And then a second situation was just small. They were like, Olivia. And obviously I'm in the waiting room and she walked past me. She didn't think
Yeah.
I was Olivia.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
We have suffered,
It's crazy.
you know.
Yeah.
No, those
You've been
industries
through it.
mad, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, fashion
It's
was
all right
crazy.
now, but back
That's
in the
what
day,
I'm saying. It was, this is,
Yeah.
there's no other way unless I knew a plug. Like, my parents don't work in fashion. I ain't got connects like that. So everything was grassroots based on who I know, what I'm doing. So then obviously with blogging, that was good because then me and my friends, we all like fashion. We all started creating content that was on Blogspot on the day before it was what it is now. So we were just creating content while we were in uni, just like on the side, taking pictures of each other. Me and my best friend, we would go to New York. Like
it's down the road.
September.
I know.
We go to
but
New York.
this
We
was-
just
no,
stroll
this was
to
broke.
New York
This
and
was
take a couple
go
of
to New York
pictures.
broke. I remember this one. I'm even proper like revealing myself, but I had no money, and I don't know what happened. I was supposed to get paid a certain amount, but then I didn't ask my brother if he could lend me. And then in the end, what did we do? We ended up taking, remember, student credit card.
Yeah.
So that was £500
NatWest.
limit. Yes, the NatWest
NatWest
one.
was
We're just
one.
giving them out, bro.
They were giving them out.
So we took that. So obviously we took that card and we went to New York for 2 weeks. With
And your
£500.
student overdraft.
And you survived.
Yeah, we grinded
Wow.
that out.
But to be fair,
What was
back
you like
then,
eating? Them hot dogs on
the
the side
pound was
street?
like,
We didn't even do that one. We went to Planet Hollywood. We just went
Oh, wow.
because we
You
stayed in
enjoyed.
Harlem. We just ate around Harlem. So it
Wow,
was
I said it stayed in
Yeah,
Harlem.
yeah. But it was nice. Yeah.
yeah, Harlem. Yeah, I remember going to Harlem. That
Yeah.
place was a bit ghetto though.
Yeah, I remember one time my friend left a day or two before me. So I was there by myself and I was walking and someone was
Wow.
just shouting at me like, you
Yeah, literally.
What, for
That's
no
how
reason?
hard.
yeah,
Because there's bare crackers.
Crackheads. So
Bare
you just be
crackheads and
shouting.
something about.
And then one time I was walking.
Just Producer will fit in
And
there.
I
Producer is not there.
They are so
So it's
stupid.
just like, you just got to be ready for whatever. But it's just raw energy out there, man.
No, it
It's
is
so
dope.
Wow.
nice. So we would go for Fashion Week. So we could go and just like be around the whole
Hang out.
area,
Actually
all
network.
of that, just network.
You're a smart
when
girl.
You see when
You're
you're into
smart.
your craft.
When you
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
why
when
it's
you
always
believe.
good to do a job you love because
Trust
that
me.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You'd be like, I don't mind staying in Harlem.
we met so many people out there. Even like, don't know if you know the black designer Hanifa, the girl. She's got like a clothing brand now. She's big. Met her my first time in New York. So met so many people out there. And my friend also had connections in fashion, so we got tickets to like the Lacoste show, so we were able to go
wow.
to that and stuff like that. But yeah, we were just
We also
thugging it
love fashion
out.
here. Can we get any tickets to London Fashion Week?
By the way.
Even
No.
Paris, we don't mind. We don't have to reach New York.
No.
But it's just, but like then it was just like you email as many people as possible. We
And
would
then
just
see what
get the
happens.
PR list because obviously because I worked in PR, you get access to the
Are you
diary
taking notes?
directory.
In it.
Yeah.
Are you taking notes?
So yeah, so you can literally go on the diary directory. What was it? Fashion Monitor and just find all the contacts and just message
Wow.
them. So sometimes we'll get invites to some presentations or people we knew that were either DJs, connects or somewhat. We were just thugging it out, just going with the vibes.
I love that, man. You
Yeah.
seem like you
Nah,
hustled,
real
man.
talk. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah, so
But
because of that, that's
go
just
on.
what kept just going blogging, going to New York. We used to go, for like 3 years back to back. We did
Back
it
to
every
back for 3
September.
years.
Mhm.
Wow.
But I just wanted to get on something. You
Yeah.
mentioned your parents.
Yeah.
Now, you're Nigerian, right?
Yes.
Both
Yeah.
parents, right?
Yeah.
So normally African parents want you to be a doctor, a lawyer, you know, a banker or something like that.
yeah.
How is it your parents, how did they feel about you going into fashion? And they
Want to be-
support
yeah.
you?
I'm not gonna lie, I
PRing.
feel like I was blessed because like I never got that stress, to be fair. And my dad did his masters in
I was gonna ask you.
marketing as well.
Oh,
so he
so
was
there you
like
go.
happy that I wanted to do marketing, but he probably thought business marketing.
Yeah.
Right. So
Because he used to say, you know, you like this fashion job that doesn't pay well. I was like, oh, leave me alone.
Okay.
You know, but
Wow.
but he left me to it. And I think also I've got 2 older brothers,
Uh-huh.
and none of them went to uni, and they were just obviously.
Oh, so it was like the fact that you was even going to uni was like,
They
I
just said,
would-
"Let's
so,
thank
yeah,
God."
so for me, I was like a good kid because I went to school, college, uni, so I did everything by the book. Where my dad was trying to force them to go to uni. If not, I'll send you back to Nigeria, the threats, all of that. So
Wow.
they had all of that, so the pressure was kind of off me because I was already going. There's nothing to really stress about.
yeah. I see what you
And
mean.
my mum was a creative. She was a caterer, so it's like there's no.
You are lucky. Your
Yeah.
family's really golden, by the way.
Tell you, real talk.
So there's
Real
no
talk.
like, do this, do that. So because I did my degree, do whatever you want. Kind
Did
of
it make it
thing.
easier that they supported you for you to go down this route?
I feel like because I don't know what it's like to have a parent to try force me to do something
yeah.
else.
I do.
Where my friend had that. No, my friend had that
Yeah,
really bad. So
it's
I
really
was
bad.
watching that and I was like, oh.
Because I
But
was
never
forced
had
as
that.
well to study
Okay.
business. I wanted to do media. Like I really
wow,
loved
since.
directing.
Okay.
Because I'm really good at like directing. Like I used to direct like music videos and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You did?
But
You didn't know.
in college,
When was
bro.
this, bro?
In college.
Whose music video?
Listen, don't start this one. I can show you. I can show you my work, bro. Anyway,
I said I can show you my work.
He was selling
It's
footwear.
got a portfolio. Man said I can.
He was
back in
selling
them
footwear.
Channel U days.
yeah,
So
literally.
whose video
that's
did he
what's up.
direct?
It doesn't matter.
Amaka, Andrea, and Obi. They're steady working, so we balling like Obi.